Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy LaRon. We back with another video. You see the thumbnail, see this video's about, but before we get into this video, I want to say what's up to my subscribers. Also, if you're new to this channel, welcome. If you are new, please consider hitting subscribe and turn on notifications, because on this channel, we do thought-provoking videos, reaction videos, and once a month I do a review on the Black-owned product. So if you were to that kind of content, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. All right, let's get into this video. So we have Stephen A. Smith and Charles Barkley, for whatever reason, still getting that Kyrie Irving, right? First thing I want to say is shout out to Stephen A. Smith. He said he had like a real bad battle with COVID. He said he almost died. It wasn't for his vaccine, he wouldn't be here right now. That's what he said, right? According to him. But, you know, I'm glad to see that he came through that and he's doing better. So I'm happy to hear that, right? I don't want to hear nobody dying of COVID, nothing like that. I'm not that type of person. Maybe because I don't agree with you, I still don't want you to die. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy to hear that Stephen A. Smith is doing better. So shout out to him for that, right? But let's give a little backstory. So Kyrie Irving have to be vaccinated to play in the city of New York, right? New York City. So you have to be vaccinated to play in New York City, and he's not vaccinated, so he can't play games at home, or he can't play games in arenas where the vaccine is required for you to play, such as the Knicks, such as the Lakers, etc., etc., etc. So fast forward, he haven't been playing, and now the Nets asked him to come back to play away games because there's a lot of injuries and a lot of people out for COVID protocol. So since the people are out so much, they have to have Kyrie Irving play again just to keep the high standard. I think as of right now, if I'm not mistaken, the Nets are like number 3 in the East. Don't quote me on that. I'll look it up later, and I'll put in the comments the standards of the Nets in the East. But anyway, Kyrie Irving is now playing again, and Charles Barkley and Stephen A. Smith have a real issue with this, and they both have similar issues. So I'm gonna play the audio of these two brothers speaking about Kyrie Irving playing again and how they feel about it. All right, so let's get into it.
Actually, you know, he talked Kevin Durant into going to Brooklyn. He talked him.
This is before COVID, bro. You can't put the two together, though.
No, what I'm saying.
You can't say that.
No,
like,
but I'm
totally
saying.
See, you see where he started off at. He's trying to make Kyrie Irving look like the bad guy, saying like, yo, y'all talk these two dudes, he talked Kevin Durant. James Harden came afterwards. But he talked Kevin Durant into going to Brooklyn. And now he's not playing because he's not vaccinated. Well, when they both went to Brooklyn, you know, we was not living in this pandemic. We was not living in a pandemic. So it's not something that Kyrie Irving could have foreseen, and now he's being the bad guy. It's not like that. So let's continue.
You talk. If I say, Kenny, let's go to another network together, and then I says, hey, Kenny, you signed your deal, and I changed. I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna stay at Turner. I don't think that's fair to you.
What does God do with anything? What does you leaving onto another network and leaving Kenny behind at Turner, or telling Kenny, let's go to another network and you staying at Turner, got to do with Kyrie Irving not playing vaccinated at home games? One ain't got nothing to do with the other.
That's just my personal opinion. Listen, we can listen. I'm not talking.
I just think that this is.
I'm not talking about this dude anymore.
Right. It's fiction.
Whether they, I just hope they lose.
He had a season high.
So I was laughing because he gave a stupid analogy. He gave a stupid example, and nobody even questioned the example. And he doubled down on the example and said that I'm not going to talk about this guy no more. I just hope he lose. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I have never heard a professional athlete say about another professional athlete, I hope he lose, just because of his status. Just because of his status. I hope he lose. That is wild. I have never heard that like that before. And let me know in the comments if you guys have heard something like that before. But me personally, I have never heard somebody come out that blatantly and say, I hope he lose. But let's continue.
27
I just want to know. I just hope they lose.
in a loss, in a 7-point loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I ain't-
All right.
All right, so that was a Charles Barkley clip. So now this is a ESPN First Take with Jay Williams, Stephen A. Smith, and Molly Karam. They're speaking about the same thing, Kyrie Irving. And Jay Williams usually is the Kyrie Irving supporter in this situation. I think because they both went to Duke, and I think he liked getting at Stephen A. Smith. I truly believe that. But This is Jay Williams now speaking about the situation with Stephen A. Smith and Molly Caron. So let's go.
You know what happened last year with the George Floyd? So was that not an emotional time for you? Were you not up on TV every single day talking about how it was to be as a black man?
We were at work.
And my thing.
We were at work. Everybody else showed up to work.
Oh, give you some context because I didn't have that beginning of the clip. Stephen A. Smith was saying how Kyrie Irving always making excuses. He said during the George Floyd situation, or I think it could have been January 6th, either one, during those situations how Kyrie Irving did not want to play. He said he was emotionally there. He didn't want to play. And, Jay Williams is coming back saying, that was an emotional time. You coming on TV saying how it is to be a black man. And Stephen A. Smith is coming back saying, but I was at work. Stephen A. Smith is a workhorse. He loves his job. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Some people love their job. Some people like to be independent. But if you love your job, you should be the best at your job and should be available at all times. So shout out to Stephen A. Smith for that. He's true to himself in that sense. So let's continue.
That's how you choose to look at your job.
You're making a pass.
I don't make it a pass.
You're an apologist.
Oh, now I'm a Kyrie Irving apologist.
Absolutely.
I've been on TV.
I never said that
Look
about
at the
anybody
record.
else. I've never said that about you or anybody else.
I've been on
with
TV.
Kyrie Irving, yes.
I've been on TV and I have criticized moves that Kyrie made when he was in Boston.
I didn't say you didn't.
But you're calling me a Kyrie Irving
about
apologist.
About this.
Because
Jay.
these are unprecedented.
About this, Jay.
I'm sorry, Molly. I'm
no,
sorry.
it's fine. I just didn't want you to miss the radio hit.
I didn't say that about anything else you said about Kyrie. About this issue with the Nets, yes. You have been an apologist. You did.
Like they said before, this is an unprecedented time. Like, we have never seen this before. How are you going to be an apologist? How are you going to suggest somebody to put something in their body just to go to work? And, Kyrie Irving have a better situation than most people where he don't have to put it in his body but still get half his paycheck. So he do have a better situation than most people. However, there's still a time that we never seen before. Not in our lifetime, at least.
Yeah, right.
You're holding it against Kyrie that the Brooklyn Nets were the team that told him, you know what? We can't have you be because it's going to mess up with our team chemistry.
I'm holding it against
you. Go ahead.
Kyrie.
All right. Now, you know what, Kyrie? Things have changed a little bit because it's fluid, like Stephen A. Smith said. Come on back.
I'm holding it against
but it's
Kyrie.
A disgrace.
I'm holding it against Kyrie Irving that he coaxed a whole bunch of brothers into making commitments.
Same thing that Charles Barkley said. You got two different people on two different networks saying the same thing. Charles Barkley said, "Oh, you got Kevin Durant to come to Brooklyn," and now Stephen A. Smith said, "You coach a whole bunch of brothers to come to Brooklyn."
And then he ultimately did it.
He coaxed a bunch of brothers into making a commitment.
Yes.
And now you're using the fact that he's unvaccinated by saying he copped out on a commitment.
Well,
please.
Hold on.
How about the people that have lost their jobs? They copped out on their commitment.
The U.S. Capitol stuff, that wasn't no vaccine issue.
See, he brought it back up.
I brought that up.
That's how Kyrie.
I went off about that last year.
Gentlemen.
As you can see, Stephen A. Smith and Charles Barkley, they are on code. I don't know what this code is that they got to get out there, but they still have to make Kyrie Irving look bad. And to be honest with you, I think nobody's really checking for that Kyrie Irving story no more. It's like, all right, he said what he's going to say. He did what he did. People who rock with him is rock with him. People who's not rocking him is not rocking with him. And he still get to play basketball, right? But you have people out here saying, I hope they lose. And there's another clip of Stephen A. Smith saying that I hope the Brooklyn Nets lose.
Something else we should learn. Basketball, it ain't good for basketball if the Brooklyn Nets win. Somebody got to say it, so I'm going to say it. It's not good for basketball.
This is bad for basketball if the Nets win the championship with Kyrie Irving. It's bad for basketball. Like, how they coming out and saying stuff like this? This is crazy. This is insane. This is crazy. But what are your thoughts on this, man, on Charles Barkley and Stephen A. Smith being on code? I say this, man. Stephen A. Smith, he is a real advocate for whatever they need him to be an advocate for. He, you know what I'm saying, he's going on not only ESPN, but he's going on CNN, which is owned by Turner, to be speaking about this. And now you see, you have Charles Barkley, which is owned by Turner, speaking about this as well. Telling you, man, sometimes you gotta put that tinfoil hat on and start looking at conspiracy theories and get deeper into the whole, like, yo, something's really going on. But, yo, man, I appreciate you guys' time. If you like this kind of content, hit subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Hit the notification bell so you get alerted when the videos come out. All right, man. Till next time. Peace.